Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Art in the Morning, Friday. And have a donut. Sharon L. sent these. And it came like this in the package. And I said, oh, she sent me coffee and a coaster. When I saw it in the package like this, I thought it was coffee and a coaster. But then when I took it out of the package, it was coffee and donuts in the morning. I love it, Sharon. Just saying. You like holidays, Jen? Well, Jen, you and Ann, I'm blaming for these. Because I saw this one from Ann, and I think you might have it too, but I saw this one from Ann, this one from you, Jen, and I forget if I saw this one from you and Jessica. But anyway, so yeah, so these are all enabled. These are all enabled books that we're going to go through today. I did start a little bit in the adorable animals and did a Ann Siggers, Siggers, Ann Siggers. If you look up her, she has a Color Me. What is it, Jen? What's her channel name? Color Me, My Colorful Life. My Colorful Life. So Ann did a 2 or 3 part on in here. And Jen showed this one. I think the artist sent her this one. And then I think I saw this on Jessica's. I don't remember. So these are the books. You can't wait to see what I started? Well, we'll start with that then. So this is Adorable Animals in Grayscale by Jane Madej. And she has lots of, I think, well, I don't know about lots, but she has quite a few books. I need to prop this up because or move away from that. There's a flash right there. So anyway, let's see, maybe just tilt my camera down just a little so I'm out of that glare, there we go. So, yeah, and it is cute, and Ann enabled me on this one. Yeah, this is the one that Ann did the dog from. Exactly, Button. Yeah. So I'm going to do a little flip through, although it's been shown out there many times. So let me just kind of scoot this over here for a minute. You just got the Chibi girls, Michaela? I think, am I saying your name right, Michaela? And so she has our chapters on Learn to Color Grayscale, Grayscale coloring pages, and the Inspiration Gallery. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through here. Can y'all see? Is it flash? Well, let me click in one. I can probably zoom in one. Let's readjust here. That's the thing about doing projects and trying to show full-on things, is you're always trying to, let's see here, you're always trying to readjust for close-up, far away, close-up, far away. And I'm trying not to have it be pink, because it does want to go pink. Okay, I think we might be good. All right, let me get my chat back. There we go. All right. So it's going to look a little pink, I think, but you can see it okay? All right. So here she has coloring tools and comparison of color mediums like grayscale, color pencil, brush markers, pastel pencils. So she shows you the different kinds of mediums that you can use. New table pen. What colors? Yeah, this is just a painted over paper. I did people in the chat, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is a live show on Ustream with the live chat, and I'm answering questions, and it's chatty. Just saying. My table is covered with paper, and I think we counted down 13 or 14 layers last time I slit this open and peel them back. So anyway, it's black paper, but I wanted better contrast for the lighting, hopefully, so I painted it blue. But you know, it gets dirty, you know, I need to repaint it. And then here's combining mediums. Like here is the first layer with Copic markers, then a layer of color pencil, and then added highlights with a gel pen. So she kind of takes you through using different things, which y'all know we do that all the time. um, layering, coloring light to dark, just little tips like this. Coloring fur, here's some little practice things you can practice on. And what I do like about her book is it is one-sided. So again, if you want to use markers or something, just put a paper behind what you're using so that it is, it doesn't, because markers will go through. The paper is not, it's pretty thin. It's pretty thin, but it's smooth and good for markers. But it will go through. So, yeah. Yeah, well, I try to show y'all every technique I know too, yeah, but it's always nice to have it in a book. So anyway, the pages are perforated. So the page I'm working on, which is back here in the back when I get to it, I did tear it out. I do tear out my pages out of books unless they're either a hardback or a book that is like a series, like a story, or it needs to stay together. You know, those I don't tear out. You know, books that are like Game of Thrones, they all have to stay together. Or, you know, that kind of thing. Or the hardback books, I don't take those apart. But things like my Bennett Klein, my Jasmine Beckett, I tear them all out. And I put them in sleeves. And I put those sleeves in a notebook. I do have a new 12 by 12 the big 3-ring binder for larger pages that I'm going to put my larger pages in, because I do have you know, the newer color books that are larger than 8.5 by 11. So, oh, Dee Dee, do you do washes a lot with grayscale? Yeah, well, you've seen me do tons of grayscale, and I do all different kinds of things. I'll do Neocolor 2, water-soluble crayon washes, acrylic, watered-down acrylic washes, watercolor washes. I got some new gouache. So yeah, in this case, I did markers. I used Copics and the Hoo Hoo Heroes that we bought. Y'all know these, you know, these inexpensive, I don't like to say cheap, inexpensive alcohol markers. And there's different ones. There's Hoo Hoo Heroes, there's Ohu Hero, there's Touch 5. There's a whole bunch of different brands out now. And they have white barrels, gray barrels, black barrels, but they're all alcohol markers. So, and these are, because they're inexpensive, I don't mind using these on color books. You're not, you know, you don't feel bad, I'll say, wasting expensive markers on a color book page. Not that you do. I mean, and it's just whatever you like to do and what you're willing to spend, you know. So I'm going to keep flipping here real quick. It's all grayscale. It's very light, very lightly printed, and they do that on purpose so that you don't have harsh lines. You know, because some color books are kind of grayscale and a lot of line work, and which is fine. I like all of it. Trust me, guys. I haven't met a color book I don't like, I don't think. And I love all kinds of art, all different artists. I do my best to like over promote them and put their names and put the pictures of their books whenever I post pictures of work I've done. I try to put a copy of the book with it, because I want the artist to get the credit for their artwork. You know, we're the colorist, which makes it, you know, like two artists working on one thing. Kind of like comic books. You got your artist, you got your inker, you got your colorist, you know. So it's kind of, I look at this kind of the same way. I love the little dancing frog. I might have to do a frog for our Carrie. I haven't seen Carrie. I need to tweet her and see how she's doing. I know she's back from her mom, and she went home from her mom and dad's last I heard. But we need our little pixie chick. I couldn't find the Copic skin set. The Copic skin set we talked about the other day, the Chow set, and let's see, I don't remember. See, I've bought some separate too. I'm not sure. I don't remember which ones came in it. I think there's either 5 or 6 in the set, and there's also, there might be 2 sets. No, I think I got these all together. But anyway, I got them at Michael's. You have to go there behind the counter. And that's probably why you may not see them at Michael's, because if they do advertise them at all, or if they're out in any way, it's just the little card. They have a little card hanging from the rack, and you have to tell them, either take the card or just go tell them behind the counter, I want the skin set that they keep under lock and key. And I think they're about $35, $36 for, I think there's 6 in the set. I don't remember now, because I got these, Hubster bought these for me, I think even before my birthday. Anyway, but use a 40% off coupon. So, yeah, and they have different sets. They have the skin set, they have a bright, they have a floral, they have a pastel. I don't know, that may be 5 or some different sets at my Michael's anyway. But they just have the card hanging out there, so you have to go behind the counter to, or ask them. That don't you go behind the counter? They'll go behind their glass case and get them out for you. Let me keep flipping here. So I'm just going to do a quick little flip here, just so you can kind of see. And this one, like this, is cute. This one's got a little couple of squirrels and some little chickadees. It looks real light here because they are real light. It is a light gray scale, so that when you color it, you won't see lines. You accidentally bought 2 of the same ones. Oh, well, you'll use them. You'll use them. This one's cute too, the little frog on the lily pad. And some of these you think, well, how am I going to color them? Well, I think this is this the puppy that Ann did? Anyway, there's samples in the back. Little bigger than thumbnails, but I like the roosters. So I'm just doing a quick flip. Here's a puppy and a kitty. Here's the one I'm working on. I'm not going to show it to you right now until I finish. There's a frog. I like the frog too. Watermelon. Some rain boots. Hey, Ange. How you doing? We hope you're doing well. We were just talking about you before I hit record. So you can see there's a bird feeder. Look at all the little seeds. Isn't that cute? Mushrooms and a frog. Yarn with a bird, cats, some more birds. I really like this one too. I'm anxious to do the pottery, the tinware, or whatever you want to call it. Hey, Debbie. Some cardinals. Mailbox, and this one's in snow. Again, it looks light because it is light. There's no harsh black lines on this one. Prisma, go look in my color book playlist. I break my shows out into playlists to make it easy, so there's tons. I probably have 50 color book pages where I've done washes on. Yeah. With different mediums. It just depends on what you want to use. Then there's a little inspiration gallery. That's what I was trying to think of. So here are where, and I don't know if she colored these all or what, but hang on, let me take a sip of coffee, guys. Little sample pages. So if you're not sure, where to start on some of these, here's some color inspiration. And of course, you don't have to color, the cat this color. You can do it whatever colors you want. So she's got tons of those in the back. So if you want to know how to color, and then there she is, and here's some little things for little test sheets and all that. So here's the one I'm working on. Let me go over to that, and I'm using the markers, like I said. So here's the one. Let me just put it on a piece of paper here. This is the one I'm working on so far. And this is just like the first layer with like 3 colors. A little bit of lime, like it's not lime green, but it's a light green, an orange, and a yellow. And so those are the only 3 colors, and it's just the first layer. So that's all I got done so far. And I just played with it a few minutes last night because I just I got it in yesterday. So just playing with the Hoo Hoo Heroes, some Copics. I got some Blick ones. I just mix them all. Thanks, Jen. And then I got the little berries here, and that's just with 2 colors as well. There's nothing shaded or nothing fancy yet. That's just as far as I got. And she has in her sample, her leaves are orange, fall leaves too. So I thought I would go ahead and just do fall leaves. I'm not sure. I think cardinals, you see them in winter scenes all the time, but in a fall scene. Yeah. So again, this is just a first initial, coloring them, kind of a yellow, putting some orange and green on. Not a lot of blending, shading, or anything. But you can kind of see a little bit. Like this one's probably, you can see the most. It is a fun book, Jen. It really is. Oh, good. Good, Michaela. So that's the first book. That's Adorable Animals. And that's all I've done in it because I just got these yesterday. The next one I got, Chibi Girls. And so I have a couple of manga color books and some, the pop manga. Let me see, where's my pop manga? Sorry guys, I need my coffee real hot today, I think. Let me see if I can find my pop manga. I'm not seeing it. So y'all can see some of the ones I've done in that. Let me look on my shelf. Hang on. I just had it the other. Oh, I might have put it over here. I don't know. I have books that I'm working on in one stack. Where is my pop manga? Well, I'm not seeing it right now, so we'll have to look at it another time. But anyway, so I got the Chibi Girls. Yeah, I know, that's what it is. Cute. And, yeah. The thing about this one that's different to me is all the pages are black on the back. I don't know if that's so that if you're using markers, it doesn't show on the back. Of course, this is paper thin, guys. This is copy paper thin. So don't forget, just because you see black on the background, that doesn't mean it's not going to go through. You just want to put paper behind it. It's just that the marker probably won't show. But it will, it's thin. Just saying. So let me just do a quick little flip through here. And this is by Jade Summer. And I think Jade Summer does some other books too. I think this is the only one I have by Jade Summer. So anyway, it's kind of, need to kind of hold it up just a little because it's kind of far. Well, I can't do that. I have to zoom in. Well, I don't want to zoom in because I got another book to do. Anyway, I'll just do a quick little flip just so you can kind of see. It's all little chibi girls. Mermaid one. I'll have to do that one for Xandra. Hello, West Virginia. So, yeah. It's just I've never seen a book with black on the back page, behind it. That one's cute too. They're all cute. That's what they are. They're chibi. They're manga. Manga don't have big noses. So I'm just doing a quick flip real quick just so y'all can kind of get an idea. There's tons of them. I haven't counted them, but there's maybe, what, 50 in here or something? I don't know if it says. But there's lots because the paper is thin. No, I don't think it's carbon paper. I think it's just black paper. I don't know. Maybe to prevent, so that when you do use markers, they, and you can go to Jade Summer and get digi downloads too. I don't know why if she says why it's black on the back of it. I don't know. But anyway, I emailed Publishing because I wanted the Japan book. They're publishing a similar book and paper is going to be better quality. Okay, Valerie said they're going to publish a similar book and the paper is going to be better quality. See, it doesn't bother me that it's thin. If you want, I know not to do, you can't get these saturated wet, but you can use your, you could always use your Crayola markers for flat color. They don't blend, the Crayola blend markers are not going to blend like a alcohol marker. But, if you just want to color in little areas, you can do that, and it'll still bleed through, but it won't be like watercolor, So anyway, oh, they have 2 of each image. Okay, see, I didn't even realize that. Somebody said there's 2 of each in here. Okay, so like I said, I just got them yesterday. So I got that one, and then the last one I got was the Color of Special Effects, and this one Jen enabled me on. Jen Reading with Pugs, I saw her do a flip through this. I think she got her copy from the artist, Helen Elliston, and I saw that when I went to order this that there were 2 versions, a regular version and a grayscale version. And I ordered the grayscale version because I hadn't seen it, and I thought, well, maybe it has something, different or something for grayscale, but they sent me this one. So it's not the grayscale one, it's just the same one that Jen has. So I got that too. And this one, if you want to do any special effects, just like it says, any kind of special effects. Now, a lot of this for me is not like, I won't say it's not new, but it's not like I've never seen it before, but she's put it all together in a book. So if you are doing color book coloring, this is awesome because you'll see these kinds of tips and things in different color, because color pencil books have been around for ever since color, since, anyway, like Northlight books, and there's tons of color pencil books out, but she geared this toward people that do color books. So if you do color book coloring with color pencil, this is awesome, an awesome book. So she talks about how to do different eyes, lips, reflection, skin, hair. So there's just all different tips on different elements to color. Raindrops, air bubbles, roses. And again, if you have been doing color pencil way before color books came out, you've probably seen a lot of this in your color pencil volumes, if you have any kind of color pencil books. But she's put it all together for color book people. Does that make sense? Which is nice. And then she gives you sheets to practice on. Again, copy paper thin, very thin. But if you're just doing color pencil, that's fine. You don't, that doesn't matter because you're not adding water, you're not adding, it's just all pencil. Then it doesn't matter as much that it's thin. But even so, if you do plan on using, if you do color pencil in any color book, you still want to put something behind it because the denting, when you're put any kind of pressure on your pencils, will go through to the next page. Then when you go to color this, it's going to have dents in it. So always put something behind anything you color. Pencil, marker, water, anything. She does a crown. She does lanterns. She does, a fire over here. Gems, which everybody's always wanting to do, gems and stones. She shows you how to do that. Crystals, actual like diamond shape, stones. The shine on bugs and fish. So it's really, yeah, and she does step-by-steps. And she gives you a little place, like right here. She always gives you a try it section so that you can try it on that page. Of course, you don't have to do it on the page. So here's like she gives you a big page of all the things that she showed you in this chapter, bugs and jewels and stones and everything here. Yeah, and so then some background next, some snowflakes, a planet, a stained glass window effect, water, how to use, I think she says here, pastel paper masking, which, we've done paper masking with like stamp pad, your little stamps and your, Tim Holtz, what are the little things you hold to do stamping, rubbing your ink blending stuff with mask. Well, she shows you here how to do it with your pastels on your color book. Yeah, so if you run across, like Jen said, then if you run across something you want to know how to color and you aren't sure how to color, then you've got, like, here's wood grain. Let's just say you come across some wood grain on a color book page and you're not sure how to do wood grain. Well, she gives you some steps here on wood grain. See? Cool, right? Aw, thanks, guys. Yeah, but this is good for individual little things, And again, she gives you a thing to practice, some color wheel blending things back here. Here's how some little testers, and then she gives you signature cards where you can say colored by, and you put your name, so when you photograph it, you can throw out a little card. I think I would just probably put, I don't know, I would just make my own, but anyway, if you don't want to make your own. Then color charts back here to practice, putting all your pencils or pastels or whatever you use, ink tints, whatever. If you haven't swatched your mediums out, then she gives you color charts. And so either way, it's good tips for, and like I said, I thought that, I don't know, I haven't seen the grayscale one. That's why I've seen this one from Jen. So that's why I said, well, I'll get the grayscale one. But, so I don't know what's in the grayscale one. Have no idea, because they sent me this one instead, which is fine. It's good. So, yeah. So that's Helen Elliston, Colorist Special Effects. And she does have other books out. Jen has she shows some of her other books. I think you show a couple, 2 or 3, Jen, I think, on your channel. So those are what I got right here, guys. So those are my new color books. Even though you do all this, you still... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do. I want to support the artist, even if I know how to do a lot of it, It's still seeing somebody else doing it. You're always going to pick up tips and things from other artists. I've been doing color pencil way, way before color books, became popular. Before, any Dovers or any of that. But that doesn't mean you can't learn new things. And, chibis. I don't draw chibis. I've drawn a few manga, and, but I don't do that. So, I do have quite a few art books that Cam, I had given them all to Cam. And when he cleaned out his library, he said, Nan, I don't really use these anymore. Do you want, I said, well, let's don't throw them away. Give them back. Let's reel them back over to Nana. And Nana will hold on to them. So I have a whole bunch of books back from Cam on Chibi's manga, coloring, drawing manga. I have tons. He gave me back probably 10 books. And so, I still think they're adorable. I love them. And if you are a young person just starting out, that's how Cameron really started loving to draw people, was from manga. And I think a lot of young people do. They watch the anime and they love the manga and they start drawing it and they start loving, drawing, because I'm not saying it's easy to do manga and chibi and all that correctly. It's an art in and of itself, but it's not something that's so hard that kids can't pick it up and start practicing and learning how to draw. So Jen says that the grayscale book is exactly the same book, just not in color. Well, then I'm glad I got this one, because I would want it in color. Why would you? So it's not teaching you any special effects for grayscale. The book is just in grayscale. Okay, so then I would recommend, if you want to learn these special effects, then get this one. Don't get the grayscale one, unless you just want to color it. But if you want to know the special effects, and you want the color one, right? Unless you want to practice. If you want to practice these, then get the grayscale one to practice the special effects. Thanks, Jen, because I didn't know that. So, well, then I'm glad I got this one. Okay, so anyway, guys, those are the new books I got. So I'm going to stop this video and start another one, because I just wanted to show you the new books I got here. And so we'll be right back.